y'all, how y'all doing? We are back. We're making us a bundt cake. Got the bundt cake pan ready to go. We are making a super moist triple chocolate fudge cake. And of course, to doctor it up already, I already added the just some cheap chocolate pudding. We're gonna set that out of the way there. We got it in the sifter. And to that, we are gonna go ahead and add a teaspoon of espresso powder. That just makes that chocolate flavor pop a little even better. We're gonna sift all this up real good. You know, I like to sift it. Gets out all the lumps. I've done some, and then they got some big old salt lumps in them and stuff. There's like a salt mine in there. So we're really taking all this. Sift it in here real good. How y'all doing? How's the weather? Well, we are in a drought, and we are extremely hot right now where I'm at up in the upper Midwest. All right, now there's the chocolate part that's left. We're just gonna dump those in there because those chocolate chips will not sift up. All right, shake that around just a little right there. We're gonna add a cup of milk instead of water. Get that in there. We're gonna add a teaspoon of coffee extract. It just makes it even better. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, just makes it even better yet. And we're gonna do a half a cup of Crisco oil. You know, that makes it good. Crisco makes everything better. And it says 3 eggs on the box. We're gonna do 4, just to give it a little more, not that it's not gonna have enough richness to it. This baby's gonna be so rich, it's not gonna have to play the lottery. Now we're gonna take our handy mixer here and just start mixing it all up. Get that going there. What have y'all been up to? Y'all making anything good? Got a good summer recipe you're making? Tell me what it is, share it with me. I'm always looking for something new. If you wanna send me a recipe, just send it in the inbox and I will take a look at it. And I'll try to use it if it's something we can get into the show. We'll use it for sure. And if not, I still may just make it just for me and my family. I'm always looking for a new recipe and do all those hot things that go around on Facebook. You can look over on my Blue Spoon Southern recipes. There's always good recipes over there. I post probably about 10 a day. I post so many in the morning and I post so many at night, just so we can keep it all going. All right, y'all. We're gonna take these bad boys out, and then we're gonna get that bundt pan greased up, and we're gonna dump it in there. We are back. I've got that bundt pan. I sprayed it with a little Crisco butter, the butter spray stuff. I like that. That's my favorite. If you don't know that already, now you do. It's in the bundt pan. And if you don't know, bundt pans are one of my favorites. I love bundt cakes. I just think they look classy. They just remind me of the way before my time, back in the 50s and stuff. It seemed like they used a lot of bundt cakes back in those days. I just like that look. The only thing I don't do is I don't do the jello that they used to make in those days. I don't like jello. I really don't like pudding except putting it in a cake. All right, y'all, we're gonna get that in there. And then when this comes out of the oven, we're gonna let it cool real good, and then we're gonna put a real light vanilla glaze on it. All right, we got that in there. See over there, my son will lick that bowl clean later for me. All right, y'all, we're gonna put it in the oven. Got it ready to go. All right, 40 minutes in the oven, 40 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven. And we'll be back here in a minute. We are back with our chocolate. It's triple chocolate fudge cake. Look at that. We just got it on a plate right now because we're gonna put some vanilla glaze on it. We just used that. And you know, I always add a pudding. There's the pudding, just the cheap one right there. Set those out of the way. So we've got in here, we've got a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vitamin D or red cap milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Gonna add that in there like that. Now this may have to have a little bit more powdered sugar. Then we're just gonna put the glaze over it. And then once the glaze is kind of hardened up a little bit, then we're gonna transfer it to a pretty cake stand. That way my cake stand isn't all messy that way. Powdered sugar mixing messing up there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to add just a little bit, give me 5 seconds. I've gotta get some more powdered sugar over there real quick. So I had to add a little over a half cup to it. Now we got it nice and just the way I like it. Right there. Now we're gonna take our cake and we're just gonna let it spoon all over it and let it run down, and it's on a plate so it doesn't have to be pretty. And once it hardens a little bit, then we'll put it on a pretty cake stand and it'll look a whole lot prettier. Alright, y'all doing good still today? Everything good? How's y'all's weather? To get any better? We're supposed to have thunderstorms here. They got us under a heat advisory. Of course, if we're over 82 here, they have us over a heat advisory. Just like that. My poor tomatoes, I have 2 tomato plants. Those poor things, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not doing any good at all. I don't know what happened. They're not doing any good. I don't know what I've done wrong, but they were doing really good, and now they're just getting yucky looking, and they don't want to, they really have never produced but 2 little tomatoes, and both of them rotted before I even got to try them. All right, y'all, there we are. Look at that, just perfect. Now we're gonna let it sit for a little bit, let it harden that icing up a little bit, and then we're gonna slide it over to a real pretty cake stand I got sitting over there. All right, y'all, give it a few minutes and we'll come